This is the deepest things in the world, and children can get it. Don't sell children short. They're short, but they get it. They understand the deepest things because their neshamas are so pure, and we need to keep giving them these books that their souls are hungry for, that really nourish their pure, beautiful souls.
Welcome to Impact Today,
the podcast where we explore important messages for parents and children together. I am I.M.P.A.C.T.
And I am Binyamin Goetz
of Growing Impact Publications. Join us as we dive into the books written by Mrs. Bracha Goetz,
my mother,
and my mother-in-law, best-selling author of 40-plus children's books, including Let's Stay Safe and Talking About Personal Privacy. We'll be bringing you a behind-the-scenes tour, uncovering the joyful and important messages hidden in each unique book, and we'll learn how to utilize these books as tools in our parenting and in our own lives as well. Welcome back to another episode of Impact Today podcast. I am Avital Goetz.
And I am Binyamin Goetz.
And today we're here with Mrs. Bracha Goetz, best-selling author of 48 children's books. And that number just grew to 48 because for this Hanukkah 2025, we have a brand new release coming out, one that's never seen the light of day. Brand new. It's called the Things Hashem Does. And this book is illustrated by I.M.P.A.C.T. And something special that Ayala did was she hand watercolored every single page in this book. Each page is a masterpiece, a real masterpiece. The book is laminated pages as well, so it hopefully will stand the test of time. And I'd love for you to share a little bit about the story about this book and how it came to be.
Yes. This book is based on a book that was sent to me. I don't even know how we connected. But there was a wonderful man named I.M.P.A.C.T. I hope I'm saying it right. And he sent me his book, I.M.P.A.C.T. It's all about divine providence. And he said to me, I know of your children's books, and I'm wondering, is there any way you can make my book, this book that I wrote about I.M.P.A.C.T, about divine providence, into a children's book for really young children? I read the whole book. I loved his book. And thank God, Baruch Hashem, I was given the ideas of how to simplify these deepest concepts in the world in a way that children can absorb them. They are such important ideas. And I really do believe this, that the deepest ideas in life are the simplest. And I got to share this. This is really wild. I've never shared this before. I just thought of it yesterday. So you can cut it out of the podcast if it doesn't come out right, but I just want to try saying this. I was always thinking about Einstein's statement, E equals mc squared. It's like the whole basis of everything. Mass times the speed of light squared equals energy. So E, the energy, that's Hashem. Everything is energy in this world. Even all the things that look like they're solid, they're really electrons moving around with tons of space in them. So if you multiply all the mass times the speed of light squared, you get the energy. He's showing that it's all connected, all the energy in the world. And the source of all the energy is Hashem. So this book is actually explaining E equals mc squared for children. How? It's showing you that every single thing in this world is from Hashem. from from like everything, from your sneeze to your singing to to there's no need to feel proud of how nice you look or that you're reading such a great book. Are you proud of your brain? Hmm, that's not so smart. Hashem gave it to you along with each other part. Everything is a gift. Feel like you don't have any? You can try counting them. But can you count that many? Hashem made each of us exactly right. So even if people start to fight, excuse me, like even if we go through hard times, the book shows that someday we'll see the light. I don't know if you could see these unbelievable
These are
illustrations.
really amazing.
They show you the awesomeness of this world. I got to show you even the mistakes we make. It's all through Hashem's understanding. So what? It's all understood by Hashem. So what's the part if Hashem has planned everything, this wondrous world for us, including the things that are difficult for us, the challenges, what's our role? Our role is to see Hashem, to recognize that everything's from Hashem, to choose to do that in this beautiful, beautiful world, to see the awesomeness of Hashem. And this book shows the just gives you a sample of the many different ways that we could see Hashem in our lives as children, and try to actually feel the awesomeness and feel the love that's going on all the time through Hashem's taking care of us every minute. So Hashem is infinite, and yet Hashem is caring about every single little detail in our lives as well. It goes into the awesomeness of that. So this is like, excuse me, this is the deepest concepts, but in a way that children can absorb and still experience the awesomeness, and in a way that can stay in their lives forever. That's that's the purpose of this book.
It's such a comforting thought. The fact that God is infinite and yet cares about every single detail of me, little old me.
Right.
This book
Right.
is so profound, yet
Yeah.
so inviting. The illustrations are quirky, and
Right.
there's so much on each page to just look at and unpack, and
Yes.
the colors are inviting, and the people are adorable. The whole thing from beginning to end is just I'm telling you, I think they're gonna fly off the shelves. It's a takeoff on Dr. Seuss, not exactly him, but it's definitely a takeoff. But it's just every page there's layers and layers to look at. And a one quick thing about this. This is another one of our brand new line of universal books. Can you hold up the one that you were holding? We have the Jewish version, which is the Things Hashem Does. That's in my hands, and in your hands, it's the same illustrations, just slightly changed words. It's called Oh, What God Can Do. And these both will be available. They are available on our website, growingimpactpublications.com. And the Jewish version is going to be in bookstores as well. And hopefully the universal version will be in bookstores as well, just not quite yet. But, I will say that I was invited to give a little class to women, to adults, a couple months ago. And I was like, I was trying to figure out, what's a topic that I can discuss. And it was right after I had received the first copy of this book. And I said, you know what? I think this is a great class, even for adults. And I brought it with them. I was a little hesitant. I said, I'm here to share with you a children's book. And they kind of were like, let's see. But you know what? I read it and we discussed each page. And I find even in my other discussion groups that I participate in, the concepts in this book come up so often for adults. There's like I literally gave an entire Shabbos class just on this book alone. So the concepts are simplified for children, but I mean, they're definite springboards for conversation. It's what we all just, talk about as adults as well. Just the fact of seeing God in your life in areas big and small, and the fact that there's no need to worry. You can just let go and let God, He has your back. So, and then the concept that you mentioned about, well, if he does everything, so why do people make mistakes? And there's this page over here, then how, you may ask, can some be really mean too? Hashem lets us all choose what we want to do. Yes, that's the one thing Hashem doesn't do. Hashem lets us choose, me and all of you. So that concept's also really challenging. And so just lays it out in a very simple, sweet way. And you could see over here kids choosing to be kind, and here kids having trouble sharing. And it's very relatable. But I think you also had an experience.
Yes, this past Shavuos, I had a whole chabura, a group of guys, fathers, adults, who just delved into this book. I brought it to the shul, and we just discussed each page. And it's for kids, but like my wife said, these are just as important for adults and through our own lives. We spend hours Shavuos night discussing these important topics. And that's partly why we do this podcast, is to give the confidence and train and explain parents how to give over these most important messages to their children.
They're cloaked in children's books, but really they're messages for us as adults just as much, if not more. And by reading these books with our children and with our families and having these discussions, that's what it keeps them relevant. It keeps that we're thinking about these thoughts, our kids are thinking about these thoughts, and it's like a whole, the family is just working in an upwards motion towards, a goal of making these a natural part of who we are. So I think that's really a part of children's books that maybe not many people realize is a side benefit.
Beautiful. And I just want to say, this book, thinking about this book is what helped me come to a new understanding of Einstein's theory of relativity, because E equals mc squared means when you get that light, when you get that enlightenment, when you get that recognition that Hashem, that's the speed of light. You get it instantaneously. When you get that recognition, then you see that everything in this world, all the things, are all part of Hashem's energy. That's Ein Od Milvado. So E equals mc squared is Ein Od Milvado. That's what it is. And I never understood that before. This is what I've come to from this book.
Wow.
That's exactly what's going on. This is the deepest things in the world, and children can get it. Don't sell children short. They're short, but they get it. They understand the deepest things because their neshamas are so pure, and we need to keep giving them these books that their souls are hungry for, that really nourish their pure, beautiful souls.
That's so beautiful. So well said. And of all people, you are known for taking the deepest, hardest concepts and simplifying it and packaging it in a joyful, succinct way for children to understand it, that it speaks directly to their neshamas, to their souls.
Thank God.
And we're so grateful that we're able to be on this journey with you to bring these special, special books into the world. So we hope that this book will bring that joy and light into everyone's homes and everyone's life. Do you have a last message to share about this new book with everyone?
It just helps you to choose the light, choose being able to see this world as the beautiful gift that it truly is. Yeah. And
So
hopefully it will help your own home to glow with that light too.
I mean, that's beautiful. And with our other new release this Hanukkah, the Happiness Box, I mean, the two of these together, you're going to be filling your home with so much light. You won't even
God
know that
willing.
people are going to be stopping and be like, hey, what's that light emanating from those homes? But yeah, we're very excited. And if you would like to find these books or find out more about them, these books can be found on our website, growingimpactpublications.com, and in your local bookstore. And thank you for joining us today. See you next time.
Thank you for joining us today. You can head to growingimpactpublications.com to book Mrs. Goetz for an in-person or Zoom presentation, consultations, and to find her books.
We love getting your feedback as well. You can email us at info@growingimpactpublications.com. And you can hit the subscribe button so you don't miss an episode. Until next time.